Okay, so my first sort of question for you is quite a simple one. It's obviously the song is the most important part of a contest, and a lot of people would like to know what was the process this year for you guys for creating and also then your song being chosen to go to Eurovision.
First of all, when we were writing the song Shum, we didn't think of it as a song for Eurovision. So the idea was to create a song that we would do on our live shows. So, and the song is based on Ukrainian folk song and folk dance, and we wanted to do this dance during our live shows. So the song was, we made the song especially for this purpose. But then the song has been selected. So it was, I think it was quite convenient because we did the song without, any expectations or just being ourselves. So we didn't think like, okay, we should do a song for Eurovision or something like that. So it was just a, fun process of making the song. It wasn't so, difficult. So we just, when you're doing music or writing songs, sometimes it's just you have the right vibe, and everything happens very quickly. So just you have some music, Kate has some lyrics, and we're trying to combine it, do some arrangement, and the song is ready.
Oh, that's great to hear. I know also myself when a song is written just to be a song, I think that's the perfect way to approach Eurovision. And I guess also just building onto that, so when obviously Ukrainian television asked for you to come back, did they ask for you to send in a series of songs? So how much control did you have in which song was decided? Was that decided on your end, or was that decided by Ukrainian television?
It was like when we found out that we were going to be Ukraine's entry for Eurovision 2021. It was like it happened very quickly. So it was in in April or in March 2020, in March 2020. So we were rehearsing in our studio, and we had two messages on our phones. So the first one was Eurovision has been cancelled, and the second one, so we were chosen to be a Ukraine's entry for Eurovision 2021. So of course we understood that it had to be a different song. But still, so we during 2020 we wrote a few. We took three songs to our jury. And then it was for them to decide. So as I said before, we didn't think of Shum like as our entry for Eurovision, but still I think it was a very good decision for the jury, and we are happy with it.
And I guess just one more question about the selection process. How does it feel to be the first artist since Roslana actually in 2004 to be internally selected by Ukrainian television and basically just be selected and not win a contest to go to Eurovision? Does that add extra pressure, or is it a voting confidence?
I don't think there was much pressure on us because of that. But still, it was for us. It was very motivating, actually. So we understood that we would have a chance to present our music to a bigger public, and it was very inspiring and motivating. We wanted to do more, to write new songs, to get prepared for everything, So I think it's affected us in a quite a good way.
And I guess even just looking back before 2020, when did Eurovision come on GoA's radar? When did you first decide that this was a contest you wanted to be a part of?
Actually, it's quite an interesting story behind this. First of all, we at first we didn't think of Eurovision or our national selection. a year before we went to our national selection, our fans just started to write us, so you should go to national selection, you should go, and many times in a row. But we thought like at that time we didn't have, so we were and we still are totally just a 100% DIY band, so with no manager or PR support or TV presence or something. So, and we thought like, okay, maybe we can go to our national selection, but still, what should we do there? So would they accept us to participate or not? So we thought it was like not our league. But then we had a call from the national selection team, and we thought like, why shouldn't we give it a try? So we tried.
The 2020 was the first time you applied, right?
Yeah, so it was the first time we applied, and when we were in process of making the song Solovey for the last year, so it happened like Kate came to my recording studio and said, so here I have this beautiful piece of music and lyrics, and let's just make a good song, so maybe we will take part in our national selection or not, we'll still have a good song.
And
so
now,
it was just let us try and see what happens.
Yeah. So now we're on the topic of this year's song. So from what I gather, your song this year is about bringing the noise back into our lives, sort of a reawakening, and it's, I guess, inspired by the closing down of everything in 2020 and everything opening up, if I'm correct. So I guess what I would like to ask is that the inspiration? What is the inspiration behind your song this year?
Well, actually, the name of the song is literally translates as noise, but it's not noise. Actually, Shum is the name of an ancient forest spirit. So our ancestors believed that there were good forces and bad forces, and bad forces cannot be like just eliminated. They should be dealt with and lived with them in harmony. And Shum was one of those spirits, and so our song was based on a Ukrainian folk song and dance, as I said before, called Shum. So, and we wanted just to bring this atmosphere and this vibe to our song and just make it in a modern way. So the idea of the original folk song was the awakening of the spring. We did it in a modern way. So we're combining, authentic folk songs with modern sound, and we thought it would be a good idea just to add some additional meaning into that. So we wanted to show that in our times of pandemic and COVID and these issues, we still can gather to do to make the world a better place. This was our idea for the song. So it was based on a folk song, but still we had some, 2020 and 2021 meaning for that.
Yeah, a modern twist. So actually, it's going on to a lot of your songs, even last year's song, Solovey, a lot of them, from what I gather, have a sort of deeper meaning and a story behind them. So I guess for you, is songwriting about often expressing a story, and that's an important part for you?
Yeah, right. Actually, when we release our songs, so we don't do like big press releases and to tell everybody what the song is about. So we want the people to find out themselves. So, and actually, when we released Shum, so we saw many people just trying to dig into that to understand who or what is the Shum and what it does and everything about this. And so this many people started to dig into Ukrainian mythology. And actually we saw on YouTube, in the comments on YouTube, we saw like, so for example, people from Sweden trying to explain all those things to people from UK. It was like, I think it was like one of our goals, just for the people of the world to know our culture and our music a little bit better.
Well, yeah, I think it's a great idea myself. That's a very interesting, a very smart move on your part. And that's sort of going on to the visuals of the song. obviously in your music video, you shot the second one, I believe, near Chernobyl, and you have what I call the apocalypse car, that weird, crazy car. I'm actually on the topic of that car. Is there a particular meaning behind that?
Well, regarding the car, actually, it was the idea of our video, of the director of our music video. So we didn't know about this vehicle before shooting that exact part. So when we came to the location, to the venue, we were like, oh, it's Mad Max. So, and we thought it would be a great idea just to, well, actually, we had the second video as a continuation of the story, as Shum episode 2. We wanted to show. So we were not shooting in Chernobyl, but still we had some shots of the Chernobyl nuclear station. We just wanted to draw attention to the issues we have right now with our environment, with our nature. So we're still continuously killing our nature, our life on planet, and we wanted just to draw attention to that. We can make this world a better place, but we should do it together. And we wanted to draw attention to those problems. Besides Chernobyl, we also had in our video. We had a rare bird. From Ukraine's Red Book, we wanted just to show that we have some issues and we can fix that, but only together.
That's a great meaning. And I guess beyond the music video, how are you going to translate this on stage in Rotterdam? Are there any elements from the video which we're going to see live?
Oh, there will be some, of course. Actually, our main idea of our stage performance in Rotterdam is about, I can say that it will be like spirits of the past connecting with future. So we're trying to do some, like mystical performance. I think it would be even more mystical than our first and second videos combined. We just wanted to, show the idea of our music and our band. The connection between some ancient things like native folk music and our culture and some modern stuff. So who knows how our folklore and native music would sound, in 100 years or in 1,000 years. So we wanted to bring a little bit of future into that. And of course, we wanted to show that our future can be different. It can be like a post-apocalyptic style, but still we can do it like we can make it a normal future for us and for our children.
So by modern elements, do we mean the apocalypse cars coming?
I can't tell you that, sorry. Okay. We're not allowed to say everything, you understand that, of course. Yeah.
And I guess the one question that I was asked by someone to ask you guys is a lot of your performances include many, obviously, as you just said, folk elements and what they wanted to ask is, for you, how important is it to be able to promote these Ukrainian folk elements on a global stage?
Well, I can say that actually it's one of our main goals. We refer to ourselves as representatives of Ukrainian culture and Ukrainian native music. And we think that our victory at our national selection last year was not just ours. It was a victory of Ukrainian music and Ukrainian native music and Ukrainian culture. And of course, our goal is to show it to Europe and maybe the rest of the world.
And in terms of the staging, obviously this year you have two performances. You have your live on tape performance, which you've done already, and then your live performance. So are these going to be quite different, or have you designed them to be similar?
Well, actually, we think it will have some, the staging in Rotterdam will have some minor changes comparing to our backup video, but still, I think it would be quite similar. Mm-hmm. The team that we're working with on our stage performance is, a fantastic team, a great team, and we trust them fully with almost everything. When we were shooting our backup video, it was it was amazing actually. So I can describe in words how amazing it was. So and I think it's the best way to do staging for Rotterdam. So maybe there will be some minor changes, but I don't think there will be some major changes.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, Ukraine always has, in my opinion, some of the best staging. So I
Thank
think
you.
you're on very good hands. So you shouldn't have anything to worry about. But a quick question: was your live on tape performance filmed on the same stage as your final performance? Or was it a new set built specifically for the live on tape?
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell that, but
Okay.
sorry, let me translate that. Можно. Okay, so we are allowed. It was different location. So our team were working with. They picked a location in Kiev, and we were shooting there. So it was nice.
That's good. Well, we obviously these performances now will be shown a week after the grand final, so I look forward to seeing both of those performances. I'm sure everyone else does as well. And now, obviously, some more fun questions. So last year, obviously, after the show was cancelled, you guys did a series of covers and concerts online, and one of your covers was a cover of the Ukrainian Eurovision song by Verka Serduchka, Dancing Lasha By. A lot of fans love this song a lot, and a lot of people have been asking, are we going to be able to see other sort of covers of pop songs but with the Go-A twist?
Oh, maybe. Actually, so last year, so we did a cover for Dancing Lasha Tumbai, especially for Eurovision, for online part of the Eurovision. So it was like we had to pick, 4 songs for our covers. And then there was voting on the Eurovision website, and everybody have chosen like a song by Verka Serduchka. So, but we had some other covers. Regarding whether we would or wouldn't do any covers in the future, who knows? Maybe we will, but it hasn't yet decided.
Is there also any Eurovision act like, say, Jamala, Roslana, or even Verka who would you like to you would like to work with directly in person on a collaborative project? Is that something you'd like to do one day?
Maybe. Well, actually, we had a few advices from Jamala this year. So she was a part of the jury this year, and after that, so we had a little chat with her. So and she gave us some interesting advice, and actually she said, so if we have any questions regarding Eurovision or something else, so we should call her anytime. So who knows, maybe we'll have collaboration.
That's great to hear. And then sort of going on to about your lives in general in the past year, obviously you're a much smaller band, obviously you're quite new to the music scene in Ukraine. Has it been particularly difficult seeing that you haven't been able to, I assume, do many live events, and you've become much more dependent, I guess, being an online band in the past year?
Well, actually, so we had a joke that before national selection we had more shows than after that. So, well, actually, we had a lot of shows in Ukraine before national selection, but of course for the smaller public. But still, we had a lot of festivals, and I think so. For us, the audience at the shows is like the fifth member of our band. And it's very difficult to imagine our shows without it. But still, last year has made some changes into that. So of course, we had several online shows. We've missed concerts, live shows. I mean, so much. We can't wait to do them, and we very much hope, I think, like everybody else, that we would be able to do some concerts in the future. Maybe after the Eurovision, maybe then the pandemic will end in some countries, and we would be able to visit and do some shows. but still the situation changes every day, and who knows what comes next.
And also, just, I guess, talk about last year's song. Did you have, particularly within Eurovision, did you have any songs you were looking forward to seeing yourself as your competing songs, obviously from the other competitors?
Actually, it's quite difficult to treat other artists like as competitors. So I think it's like our future friends or something.
Yeah.
But of course we have our favorites, but I think everything depends on person's musical taste. So there are all great songs. I mean, songs that we have heard from this year's Eurovision. We haven't have a chance to listen to all of them, unfortunately. But still, I think all songs are just beautiful in one or other way. But as I said, still we have some favorites like John Steers from Switzerland, the Roop from Lithuania, Iceland, of course, Daddy from Iceland. So
Australia.
Yeah, so it was like very well. Some unpleasant news to hear that Montaigne won't be coming to Rotterdam this year, unfortunately. But still, it's she has a very good song. She has a good voice also. So actually, what we are looking for in every song that we listen to is energy and emotions. Mm-hmm. And so there are so much emotions in every Eurovision song this year. So it's very difficult to pick one favorite or something, or treat them as competitors.
Yeah.
I just love those songs.
Same. Even I find it's hard these days to pick just one song as the favorite. They're all winners in a way. And I guess, to end this interview, do you have a message for the fans of Go Away you would like to share?
As a matter of fact, we do. Of course, it's quite, ordinary for these days to just wish you to be safe. But it's very important. Be safe and be happy. So when you're happy, you can do anything. So be safe, be happy, and with very much hope then that when pandemic will end, we will be able to visit your country to do some live shows.